with your tour, did you travel to other countries, or has it just been in the U.S. so far?
So the first 4 were U.S. and then no, the third one was parts of Canada.
Okay.
It was mostly Canada,
Okay.
and then we this last run we did the UK, Ireland, Germany. That's it, right?
You did
Went to
Australia, you just went to
right?
Australia.
Then Australia was after, and New Zealand.
Oh, you did good. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you like literally went.
Mhm.
You bounced around the globe a bit there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surely hit China.
Yeah.
Surely hit China. Wuhan
Yes,
province,
yeah.
dude. You got a lot of fans out there.
100%.
Yeah, probably because they can't go outside. They got to listen to something. So
Yeah,
they're like, fuck it.
Yeah, touring's something that we're kind of just on the cusp of like really getting into.
Yeah.
What is the tour life like? I imagine it's.
I mean, we structured our show to be like a mixed show. So it's like a little bit of stand up, some like live sort of reaction stuff, and then music. So it's fun. It's once you get into the rhythm, once you like work out the material. I don't know how you guys plan on doing it. Are you guys gonna do it like just live podcasts or
Pretty
you're not
much.
sure?
Probably gonna be pretty
Yeah.
scuffed. It's
Okay.
I mean, we kind of we're very improv oriented.
sure.
Although depending on how things go, we might find that we need to have a bit more of a system,
Right.
Like a plan
Segments,
of
wet
attack.
T-shirt contest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the best
Absolutely.
twerker under 16?
Eating
Stuff
your
like
own
that.
shit.
Eating your
Of
own
course.
shit.
Eating your own
Yeah.
shit,
On
sure.
stage.
I
like,
mean, those are all obviously in it.
Yeah.
But we just improvise.
We should get a
Right,
wet
right,
T-shirt
right.
You gotta-
content.
if you have that planned, it doesn't look good.
Right.
Yeah,
We
but if
ca-
you're
yeah.
like, oh, wet T-shirt under 16,
Yeah.
Dude, wet
it's
T-shirt.
more okay if it's improvised.
Wet T-shirt contest. Pay like 500-pound people to come in. Just like
Okay.
rolls.
All right.
Wet them down.
I mean, we sort of just go
Yeah.
up on stage and start making demands of the audience. Like, you take a shit on stage. And
Okay, yeah,
Of course, they're
yeah.
willing to comply.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
You ever have a lot of fun with the audience? Like a lot
That's
of riffing
like
back
that's a
and
big
forth.
part of the show. Is a lot
Yeah.
of people like to try their hand at being funny, and so you know we got.
I made the whole crowd crack their knuckles. at
Yeah.
once.
I heard that.
It's not
on the-
original. It's not an original thing. Bernie from Rooster Teeth has been doing it for years.
That's
Yeah.
funny,
But I just
yeah.
wanted to know what it sounded like
What
in
did it
person.
sound like?
Fucking amazing.
Pretty
Really?
incredible.
Was
It's
it
very
wild?
satisfying.
It went viral and read it. Like,
Yeah.
massive.
Damn.
Like 3 or 4 times. Like
Yeah.
each month, it would just fucking pop up again.
Yeah.
I gotta Google that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's 500 people just cracking the knuckles. I was gonna make that like a staple for the show, but I was gonna keep adding on to it. So it would be like crack your knuckles and then start clicking your tongue, like
Crack your neck.
just see
Head,
what
shoulders,
500
knees, and
people
toes real
sounds
quick,
like.
everyone. Just like, knock
Yeah,
that
Crack
out.
your
yeah,
neck.
yeah.
Slap your head. You know,
Do you have to like watch your health on tour? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
like a
Dude,
big
that's
thing.
that's my biggest thing. Is like we just eat like shit, and I can't like control it. So I'll gain like 10 pounds every single tour.
Right.
That's the thing about touring that I think is like sort of a misconception. Like I think a lot of people think it's like partying and stuff, especially if you're on a bus. But it's like not that at all. Like
Well,
you
not,
sleep.
It's not that
You're
for
probably
us.
always sleeping on the bus. If you're on a tour bus, isn't that
Mhm.
like you go, you do a show, and then you
Like,
pack your shit
yeah.
up like right after the show, and you start driving to the next city?
yeah.
Like there's no real downtime to party.
If like
Shows
yeah,
are back to back. If you
you're
have
doing
time,
100% music, it's very different. But
Mm.
for us, like we have to kind of be sober when we're on stage a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just eating like shit and sleep cycle's a bit weird, but also like you just get bored. So like I think you end up drinking and like smoking a lot and like
Mhm.
yeah,
You can't like really do work.
nah.
Yeah.
Because like the
Yeah.
work is the show, and so you're worried about that, and then your downtime, you're like, I don't want to worry about other shit
Mm-hmm.
while I
Mm.
have this show to do. Like,
Yeah.
So it's just I don't know. It's just stressful sometimes.
Yeah. And by the end of it, you're like, I've just been getting fucked up for 30 days straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it takes some time.
You
to
find you
recover.
guys get a lot of nerves before you go out on stage, or are you kind of more past
It's
that?
better now.
Yeah.
I got them like really bad when we first started, but now
Mm.
it's definitely better.
I'm just dead inside, so I feel nothing at all.
Yeah.
So
I mean, bro, same boat. You know,
Yeah,
like-
get up in front of these crowds, and I'm like, hey, I'm just here trying to feel something.
I guess your years of stand up probably hardened you as
Yeah.
well. For that
No,
experience.
not even. I don't think so. I think because like bigger rooms, it's like more inspiration to laugh. It's like
Right.
less pressure.
Right.
I think like when you're in those intimate like 150 cap rooms where you can see everybody's fucking eyes and everybody's face, like that. Those are the shows I think I still get nerves for.
Yeah.
It helps with the
Melbourne-
lights. You're just blinding the shit out
That
of you. You
too,
can't
yeah.
see anything.
Yeah.
I think that makes it worse.
For you?
Like when you can't see anybody.
Yeah,
I
you
think that
just
fucks
lie-
me up.
Yeah,
I like to
just-
get like a
just
sense of
talking
the
out to
room.
darkness. Yeah.
Yeah, like I like to get like a sense of like who's
Yeah,
in the
true,
room.
true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Melbourne was our biggest show so
Mhm.
far.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
It was
That's
crazy.
sick.
What
That's so
venue?
cool.
The
The Palais.
The
Play.
play. How many people?
Yeah, it was 2,800.
Oh, hell yeah,
Wow.
dude.
That was wild,
Damn.
yeah.
Whoa.
hell.
That
That's
must have been
insane.
fucking crazy.
I mean, that was nuts, dude.
It
Just
really felt like telling jokes in like a fucking basketball arena. Like it was like fucked
Everyone
up.
when people would
says-
laugh, it was
Everyone says the Australian audience is normally like
Rowdy.
the best, like
Yeah.
rowdy. But I don't know. How...
Yeah, I don't know. I expected them to be like more rowdy.
Really?
think-
Yeah.
Shit.
I think it depends on the type of show. I think a lot of
Mhm.
people feel like they should be sitting there listening at a comedy show.
Yeah.
And they feel like, they don't want to interrupt.
That's what we found more of is like
Okay.
yeah, Aussies were a little bit more like
Mm.
it was funny like we could they were so dialed in that like if Cody or I like gestured with our hand like we were gonna say something else, they would stop laughing. It was like really funny.
Right.
They're like, like shut the fuck up. Like weird Cody called this out, but like weirdly supportive of each other as well, like during the show. Like this fucking dude, like yeah, you fucking tell it.
He's like, he like comes through like in the middle of the show, went to get beer, and then he's like sitting near the front, and so he's walking down the aisle like with like 5 beers,
Oh, everyone would have
like
gone crazy.
just like don't fucking spill, don't spill. And everyone's watching him, like the whole audience is like, oh fuck, and so they're all like waiting with bated breath to see if he like, and then he's like going through the aisle like, excuse me, like shaking, and he makes it, and he sits down with all the beer. And
Everyone
the audience
would've
just
gone
erupts
crazy,
in
yeah.
applause.
Yeah, that sounds like
That's
Australia.
very
It's wild, dude. In the U.S., everyone would be looking at him like, I hope he fucking eats shit.
Imagine if the applause made him drop all the beers on his
yeah,
lap.
it's like, oh, you fucked it.
Yeah.
You fucked it.